Hey everyone, it's Kato, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a speed build of another little villager section on my island. I'm going to be doing Poppy and Canberra, their houses, and for this one I'm taking some inspiration from one of my friend's islands, Justine, and I just love on her island how much water she has and the water separating the villagers' houses, and so I wanted to do something using that as inspiration, but that's really all I had in mind when I started this build. I didn't really know where it was going to go or what I was going to end up with, so I'm going to let you guys watch for a little bit and then I'll come back and talk some more about what I'm doing. So one of the biggest things for me when I'm doing a build on my island, especially on this island because I don't really have a plan of what I'm doing, is the biggest thing for me is I want my island to flow once it's complete. And so I kind of start with placing buildings, but then the next thing I want to work on is where are my paths going to go? Where is this area going to lead to next? And so you'll see me placing some patterns down on where this path is going to go even after this build. You know, I did some of the cliffs behind Poppy's house, and I also work on connecting the paths from previous sections that I worked on, and just so I have an idea of, you know, how the pathing is going to flow through the island. I think that's really important. I don't want things to kind of stop and start and people to get lost on my island. I really like for it to lead through seamlessly. And another thing with my pathing, I see people commenting a lot on the way that I place my custom paths, and I always use my phone instead of the building app, I guess. And some of that is just habit from New Leaf. That's how I would place paths when I was playing that game. But also, when it comes to the custom paths, especially the ones I use, very rarely am I using the same design over and over. I'm switching up each time that I'm placing the path. So, for example, if I'm using the path, you know, the famous dirt path that a lot of people use, there are so many different edges, the centerpieces, the corners, and so it just seems like an extra step for me to have to go into my building app, I don't even remember what the app is called, and then, you know, pick the pattern and then use the little, what is it, like the painting tool, the dowel tool, I don't know, to place it down on the ground. It's just a lot easier for me to just stand there, click it, and if it goes in the wrong spot, then I'll just kick it up and I'll do it again. I don't know, it's easier for me. If it's easier for you guys to do the other way, that's great too, but I just wanted to explain why I do it that way, because I know a lot of people get confused when they see me doing that, but that's why. It's just easier for me. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys watch some more, and then I'll come back and talk more about what I'm doing. Okay, so another thing I wanted to incorporate in this build is using some different size trees. So if you don't know, you can stunt the growth of a tree. So say you plant a cedar tree or even one of the hardwood trees. If you wait a day or two and you get it into the stage of growth you want, if you plant a fruit tree, so if you just plant a fruit directly behind the tree, it will stunt the growth of that tree in whatever stage it's in. And so I wanted to incorporate some of those stunted trees into this build just to add some varying heights and give it a little bit more interest. And I think I'm gonna go back on other parts of my island and add some of these trees because I do really like the way it looks. It just kind of changes it up. Because I have so many trees on my island, it just gets kind of bland to have them all the same height, the same everything. So I really like how that turned out, and yeah, I definitely recommend it if you haven't tried it before. Okay, so I'm getting close to finishing. Last things I need to do is I'm just adding a few more items. I'm adding a bunch of different custom designs, the flower patterns, the weeds, all of that stuff that I normally add. Adding in some more white mums, white hyacinths, and even some different saplings that I know won't grow, but I just like the texture that they add. And I need to move the 2 houses that are on the beach off the beach and just move them somewhere else on my island. And then I'll think I'll be wrapping it up. Okay, so here we are. The build is all finished. I love how this turned out. I think at some point I'll probably eventually add a couple more items, just some more decoration. I also really love, I'm a few days ahead because I had to time travel for the build, but I really love the color of the grass right now in the game. But yeah, I love how this turned out. I love the water everywhere, and I really like the flow of it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you. If you liked it, I'd appreciate it if you liked the video and subscribe. And as always, I'll have my custom patterns down in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.